say like embracing your sexuality just has to do with like just being yourself, like your natural self?
Well, every time that we have a thought that we want to do something or we have an impulse, in general we filter it. So we normally don't just express ourselves freely. Normally everything that we do goes through a process of filters that we have in place. So if we are in our bed with our beloved and we want to do something, we might have all these filters like, should I do this, or is it too weird, or is he going to think this, so all of that is not going to help. It's like a river that is flowing, but then we put all these blockages, so it's not helping so that you are your natural expression without all those thoughts. So when we can align with our spirit, our soul, and just express it fully without all these mind controls, it becomes different because there is a lot of freedom, and instead to stop that flow of the river, we allow it to flow. I feel that education about sexuality is so important. So I feel that any kind of awareness about sexuality is going to be something that can improve our world. And sacred sexuality, I feel that it depends what kind. In the way I practiced it, is more about healing. So that means something that was not good because it happened in the past, let's make it good. Whereas somebody that is growing up, a kid, don't have that experience normally, that doesn't have a past of, oh, I had a lover that did this to me, because they're kids. So it would be a different approach, but start bringing some kind of awareness, absolutely. There are many things that can be learned since we are small about our dynamics with men, or the opposite gender, let's say, and the same gender, and our own relationship to our bodies, how we feel with our bodies, how free we feel, how accepting we feel, how much we love ourselves. So there are a lot of things that could be treated with kids, and that could be very beneficial for when they grow up to have beautiful sexual relationships.
I wonder if it would be different if adults in the future weren't recovering or spend so much time recovering from their past. It would be interesting.
Yeah, and I'm sure that all the work that we are doing now is going to transform generations to come. Our past generations might not have the opportunity to do this work. Like if I think of my grandmother or my mother, they just needed to survive. My grandmother was living during war. She cannot go and say, oh, I'm going to heal myself and do some tantra. She cannot do that because she needed to survive. So that was the focus. So all the energy was on that. But now we live in a world that is a little more stable. We all have an opportunity to heal or go to a psychologist or do something so that we understand what are the traumas that we are carrying. So that means that we can go to the next level, and the next generation will have that benefit from this generation.